I'm Justin, here with Trevor, ready to cover the hottest topics from Reddit.com.
All right, this week we've got a few controversial stories ranging from stem cell breasts to Obama's stance on weed. So let's get going.
Does advertising during the Bill O'Reilly show these days put your company at risk of promoting sexual harassment and even rape? One organization certainly thinks so. In early March, the Think Progress group published this statement made by Bill O'Reilly about a young woman who had been raped and murdered that said, now Moore, Jennifer Moore, 18, on her way to college, she was 5'2", 105 pounds, wearing a miniskirt and a halter top with a bare midriff. Now again, there you go. So every predator in the world is going to pick that up at 2 in the morning. 2 weeks after this quote was published, O'Reilly sent out an undercover staff to harass and intimidate ThinkProgress.org's managing editor, Amanda Turkle, while she was on vacation. This isn't the only time O'Reilly's goons have tried their scare tactics on opposing forces. In fact, it has normally occurred at least 40 other times. Think Progress put together a movement called the Stop Supporting the O'Reilly Harassment Machine campaign about O'Reilly's numerous scare tactics. Now big names are starting to take notice. On Sunday, March 29th of this year, UPS actually canceled all their promo spots on O'Reilly's show. This could be the start of something big and bad news for the no spin zone master. Reddit users seem to feel this action taken by UPS is the correct one. Tarek says, I wonder how it feels for Billy to have the same thing that he instigates against others done to him. Another Redditor by the name of Cubed said, awesome, I use UPS for shipping my online orders all the time. I'm glad I don't have to switch. Looks like Brown won't be doing anything for Bill O'Reilly these days. Well, since we're already addressing some sexual content, let's keep it going and jump over to Trevor with the lowdown on some stem cell surprises.
Stem cell research has been a hot topic for quite some time. Now scientists may have found their winning argument for their use. Britain has just recently started to treat women with stem cells for breast enlargement. The stem cells don't come from embryos, but rather from extracting stem cells from spare stomach fat. This treatment is only available for patients who have had cancerous lumps removed from their breasts. Of course, many doctors believe that the treatment will soon be available for cosmetic purposes. This procedure reduces stomach fat and can increase the size of the breast by a full cup. Non-cancer patients will have to wait though, as the treatment is still relatively new and needs more testing. No matter where you post it, when you put up a story that deals with breast enlargement, the comments will flow. Reddit is no exception to this. One commenter said this about the process: you're thinking about it backwards. People who are willing to pay for bigger boobs will end up paying for all the things that can be done with stem cells. It's a great moment in the development of any new technology, medical or otherwise, when it finds the first application people will pay for, stupid or not. Another Redditor wonders why men can't get the same style of treatment, saying, now why aren't they already started with curing baldness with stem cells? I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we start treating ED with stem cells too. And last but not least, let's go back over to Justin with our last bit of controversy involving Obama and the green stuff.
Reefer, Chiba, Ganja, Green? The legalization of marijuana. How important is this topic? Well, on internet forums like Reddit, it seems to be more prevalent than abortion. The argument, like most others, is divided up amongst the pros, the cons, and the indifferent. The most recent addition to the argument, however, brings us right back to our weekly topic of the economic status. If we legalize marijuana, would it help to lessen the deficit? The idea behind this approach seems to be fairly logical. In some states, this illegal substance is grown so popularly that it can even be considered a major cash crop. And in the case of California, it has been said to be its largest cash crop. So to clarify, this plant is being grown all over the US and being sold over and over again from middleman to consumer, yet no one is paying a tax on it. So if this sticky substance was legalized, it would be in turn taxed, therefore creating a great deal of revenue. In addition to that, there are other less direct benefits to this argument. For example, fewer drug-related arrests would result in fewer tax dollars being spent on prisons. But in the end, many think that this argument does not hold much ground, saying that the legalization of marijuana, although it would create revenue, would only be a gateway into the legalization of other drugs. Just because the money would help doesn't make it right. Much of the discussion has been directly related to Obama's stance on the issue. In 2004, he made a statement saying, I am not somebody who believes in the legalization of marijuana. What I do believe is we need to rethink how we are operating in the drug wars. These words and others in the same address have been misconstrued and taken out of context by some, saying that he was for the legalization and later contradicted himself in a town hall meeting on March 26, just a few days ago. Obama said, I do not think that this is a good strategy to grow our economy. The questions for this town hall Q&A were voted on by the online audience. So online audience, let's hear what you think about it at UpVote.tv.
I can't afford it as is, let alone if it starts getting taxed.
Maybe you should start selling it. Now there's an idea. Anyway, that about wraps it up for us this week. Hope to see everyone out next week.
And we're out.